What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego back with some more boxing. Now, today would not be complete if I didn't give a shout out to the greatest, Muhammad Ali, aka Cassius Clay, formerly known as Cassius Clay. His mama called him Clay, so I'm gonna call him Clay. If you guys have seen Coming to America, which you probably haven't. So, Muhammad Ali, I mean, what can I say about this dude? He's the greatest. He has quote after quote after quote, just memorable quotes. He holds a significant part of history. If you look at history and when he fought, what he was able to do in that time period, you just had monumental things like the military draft and him refusing to go, being jailed for it, the social climate. If you looked at racism in America and who was in office, it's just it was a monumental historic time in America's history. You can look and see Muhammad Ali pictures with Elvis or Jimi Hendrix and people who are no longer here that were also great in their own right. Nowadays, it's a little bit different. So maybe I'm just being a bit nostalgic, but you're going to see pictures with like Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent. Um, so I don't know. I just like that moment in history. Some of the throwback fighters, and Muhammad Ali is no exception. Last week on Throwback Thursday, I did a video about the greatest showman, the top best showman in boxing, and he was number one, rightfully so. I think Muhammad Ali, he transcends just the boxing world. People who don't really follow boxing, if you see a picture of Muhammad Ali, unless you've been hiding in a cave or under a rock, you'll probably at least know who he is just by a picture. And to me, he's monumental. He's iconic. I think he fathered the style of a lot of people. And I said that in this video, in the Throwback Thursday video. If there were no Muhammad Ali, would we have a Roy Jones Jr.? Would we have a Floyd Mayweather? And even if we did have them, would they be who they are today? I think a lot of fighters have taken a chapter out of Muhammad Ali's playbook. You've watched the tapes if you're a good boxer. And even if you haven't, your trainer probably has, or somebody who's been involved with you. His ability to duck and slip shots, his speed at heavyweight. I mean, the dude was a tremendous fighter. He had a hell of a chin. He did just great things. He fought the people who were out, dangerous opponents, the Sonny Listons, the Foremans, Shavers. This man is incredible. And like I said, I think he holds a significant chunk of history, especially boxing history and just American history in general. So got to give the man a happy birthday shout out. A person who fought for a different cause. Nowadays, the game is a little bit different. You got fighters who can make a shit ton of money, and some of them might even be selfish. They might be all in it for themselves. They don't give a fuck. But I've seen Muhammad Ali interviews where he was talking. He said, I want to walk with the winehead. I want to walk with the prostitutes. I want to walk in the alley and basically let them know there's a way other than this, and talk to him. He was kind of the people's champ. He was down to earth. He had no problem showing up and walking. He didn't have to have a million-man entourage and stuff like that. And I think he really wanted to uplift. Similar to if you look at rappers nowadays versus rappers like Tupac. If you look at Tupac, he was for speaking out against social injustices and what was wrong with America, the presidents, and you know what I mean, just the overall climate, the ghettos, the less fortunate people. He would talk about that. Nowadays, you see rappers and they talk about, you know what I mean, I got all the money, I got a bitch and a honey, and you know what I mean, or talk about lean and smoking weed, and like, that's cool for a party song, but what's the substance? What's the basis? What does that mean? How is that uplifting your people or your audience? Not really doing that. But you have significant people in history who do just that. The Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm X's, the Muhammad Ali's, the Tupacs, the JFK's. You have people in history who were trying to do something that wasn't necessarily favored, and go above and beyond and use their voice because they had that voice to do something positive. And we don't always see that. So you got to give props to Muhammad Ali for just being a man. And fighting for a cause, fighting for what he felt was right. Like if you look at the draft situation and just really speaking out. He was cocky, he was arrogant, whatever you want to say, but a lot of times he backed it up. And for that, he stole our hearts and earned a significant spot in boxing history. Like I said, every boxer to me nowadays has a little bit of Muhammad Ali, whether it's your trainer who idolized him or you idolized him. Even young fighters like Canelo Alvarez said his favorite fighters are Chavez Sr., Oscar De La Hoya, and who else? Muhammad Ali. So transcends national heritage and origin. Canelo's obviously Mexican, and two of his favorite three fighters are of Mexican lineage, Oscar De La Hoya and Chavez Sr., but he also states Muhammad Ali. I mean, most people, I don't know back then because I wasn't around, but most people nowadays show respect to Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? I seen Sergio Martinez crowning him, and again, I think all of these fighters take a little bit of something from Muhammad Ali. Just an overall icon, a great fighter, a tremendous warrior. He showed you heart. He is the quintessential throwback boxer. I mean, he had the game, showmanship. He was a talker. Like, this man's ugly. His face is like a bear. The sweat dripped backwards to stay away from his face. Like, he just had that power. That charisma made you want to watch and listen. If you want to lose your money, then bet on Sonny. Like, it was just, it's a feeling and you can't duplicate it. Nowadays, you got guys like Adrian Broner, and I'm not trying to diss Adrian Broner, but when he does stuff, it seems a lot more forced. And I think Paulie Malignaggi touched on this. It doesn't seem as genuine. Muhammad Ali, he said it with such a level of comfort and ease. You really believe what he was saying. Like, he was so passionate about it. He said it with a level of intensity. Whereas a guy like Adrian Broner, I don't even know if he believes some of the stuff that he says, if that makes sense. I don't know if I made that clear enough. But Adrian Broner, it's on the floor like a floor towel. A-B. You know what I mean? He'll say stuff like, I don't know. He'll just say dumb shit like, I'm on point like a rhino horn. A-B. Like a unicorn. I got a horn on me. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But Muhammad Ali, back to the subject at hand, completely different. He made you a believer. He said that. He said, I told people I was the greatest even before I knew I was the greatest. So just that self-belief, that self-determination to really believe in yourself and look in the mirror and say, I choose to be great. I choose to not go the route of other fighters. There's a lot of fighters that have been great throughout history, yet they weren't brash like Muhammad Ali. They weren't outspoken. They didn't do... Muhammad Ali really paved his own path, if that makes sense. So I respect him for that, and just being a man who I'm always going to respect the person that chooses to be different in a good way. And I think Muhammad Ali did just that. So let me know what you guys think of Muhammad Ali, the greatest, Ali, Clay, whatever you want to call him. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.